See this fucking balls? Lick them. Listen, haters are going to hate, and the fact that Tony Bellew and Carl Froch didn't make any money out of the game.
Tyson Fury has found himself embroiled in controversy outside the ring ahead of his upcoming bout with Alexander Usyk on December 21st. Addressing his recent altercation, Fury has broken his silence on what actually transpired between him and Carl Froch. Adding to the controversy, his father, John Fury, has also weighed in on the situation.
It's obviously hurtful to him. And I'm making the biggest bags that's ever existed. I've just signed the biggest deal in boxing history, which I can't divulge to you right now.
Tyson Fury and John Fury have come under fire on various social media platforms after fans learned about a brawl that broke out with Carl Froch. To clear the air, Tyson Fury claimed that the altercation occurred because Froch had been attacking his family unprovoked.
I mean, both of them said very little. Tyson Fury tried a little tickle around the chest of Usyk to show he's being a bit friendly. Usyk barely flinched, probably give a...
The feud between Carl Froch and John Fury had mostly been a war of words until their encounter at the airport escalated matters. John Fury confronted Carl Froch, questioning his prediction that Alexander Usyk would defeat his son, Tyson Fury. When Froch pushed him away, Tyson Fury intervened, leading to a physical altercation that ultimately sent the former world champion to the hospital.
Lost the fight fair and square, although it was a very close, let's be honest, it was a close fight. But I think if Tyson Fury would have upped it, I think Usyk would have upped his game as well. I think Usyk knew he was in front, he knew he was in control, albeit he had trouble in the fight. It was hard for him. Both of these guys know they was in a hard fight. So anyway, what I'm getting...
Carl Froch believes Tyson Fury is working hard to avoid a repeat of May 18th on December 21st. But he finds the effort undermined by the presence of John Fury. Froch suggests that Tyson should consider distancing his father from the team as he ramps up training for the highly anticipated bout with Alexander Usyk. This advice follows John Fury's recent disruptive behavior at the Tommy Fury vs. Dar and Till press event. Despite an initially respectful tone between Tommy and Till, things escalated when John began squirting water at Till, leading to a fracas that required security intervention to separate the two fighters.
Tyson probably knows that actually, listen Dad, you've got your best intentions at heart, and you want me to win, you want me to do the business, but do me a favour, stay out of the way. Shut the fuck up. He's probably been a little bit more polite than that. But they don't need big John Fury in the ring, do they? They don't need him there. So if he surfaces his head fight week...
In an interview with Action Network, Carl Froch criticized John Fury's behavior, calling it the usual pathetic, childish behavior from a grown man. Froch acknowledged that while Darren Till was very vocal, the focus should have been on Till and Tommy Fury. He questioned why John Fury, known as a fighting man, was getting involved, suggesting that John was simply seeking attention. Froch pointed out that John Fury has never achieved anything significant on his own, and that the spotlight should remain on his son, Tyson Fury, a top fighter. Despite Tyson's recent loss to Alexander Usyk, Froch emphasized that he does not pay much attention to John Fury.
Keeps his mouth shut, watches his son and wills him on to win. Maybe he's in the camp, maybe he's helping him and just keeping the distance and letting the real trainers do the job. But yeah, no big John Fury, I missed him. Where's John? Where's big John?
Tyson Fury is gearing up for his eagerly anticipated rematch against Alexander Usyk after suffering his first professional loss to the Ukrainian in May. Determined to even the score, Fury remains confident and focused. When asked about his strategy for the upcoming fight, he made it clear that he won't be making any significant changes to his approach or team. "Not much time," he said. "I know what I've got to do, nothing drastic. People can say, I'd want to change trainers, or I'll blame it on my conditioning coach, or I'll blame it on the cook, or I'll blame it on the mouse next door. Same team, same everything. I know what I've got to do." Months ago, Fury faced criticism for avoiding Usyk in favor of fighting Francis Ngannou, a former UFC heavyweight champion. The decision to fight Ngannou in a 10-round non-title bout in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, on October 28th, was met with backlash from several boxing pundits, including former champions Carl Froch and Tony Bellew. Froch accused Fury of disrespecting the sport, while Bellew criticized him for prioritizing a big-money fight over a legitimate boxing challenge. Carl Froch was particularly vocal about his disappointment in Fury's decision. "It's not classy to talk about money at all," Froch said on his YouTube channel. "Me and Tony, we've done all right. We've got out of the sport with our health intact, financially free, and physically and mentally in a good place." Froch's comments were aimed at Fury's boastful nature and his tendency to flaunt his financial success. Tony Bellew echoed Froch's sentiments, emphasizing the importance of legacy over money. "Your CV doesn't stack up against mine," Bellew said. "You've got 4 wins over world champions Steve Cunningham, Vladimir Klitschko, and Deontay Wilder 3 times, and you beat him twice. I've got 11 wins over world champions. Lennox Lewis has got 14. You can have as much money as you want in your wallet, but you turn up to the Hall of Fame party next year, and you won't be dining on the top table with me and my peers, because you won't belong there with that CV." Bellew advised Fury to focus on real fights and defend his title against other champions. "How long have you been in the game? 2 or 3 more fights? It's a waste to take these crossover fights. You're killing off the fans." Tyson Fury, never one to shy away from controversy, hit back at his critics with his characteristic brashness. "See these damn balls? Lick them, idiot," he responded to Bellew and Froch. Fury dismissed their criticisms, attributing their disdain to jealousy and bitterness. "The fact that Bellew and Froch didn't make any money out of the game is obviously hurtful to them," Fury said. "I've just signed the biggest deal in boxing history, which I can't divulge to you right now. They're like all these media suckers who mention Tyson Fury's name to try and get some clickbait. But without me, there ain't no __ boxing. I run the game." Fury's defiant stance highlighted his belief in his own dominance within the sport. Despite the backlash, he remained steadfast in his decision to fight Ngannou and secure a lucrative payday. The Gypsy King defended his choice, arguing that the crossover fight would bring new fans to boxing and elevate the sport's profile. While the debate between Fury and his critics rages on, the bigger picture revolves around the future of boxing and its appeal to the masses. Fury's decision to fight Ngannou reflects a broader trend in combat sports, where crossover bouts and celebrity fights attract significant attention and revenue. However, traditionalists like Froch and Bellew argue that these fights undermine the sport's integrity and detract from its competitive nature. For Fury, the upcoming rematch against Usyk represents an opportunity to silence his critics and reaffirm his status as one of the sport's greatest heavyweights. By sticking with his current team and approach, Fury aims to demonstrate that his previous loss was a fluke and that he remains the true king of the heavyweight division. As Fury prepares for his rematch with Usyk, the boxing world watches with bated breath. The outcome of the fight will not only determine the future of both fighters, but also shape the narrative surrounding the sport. Will Fury's confidence and consistency pay off, or will Usyk prove to be an insurmountable challenge once again? In the end, Tyson Fury's legacy will be defined not just by his victories and defeats, but by his willingness to take risks and push the boundaries